All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am LotusMaje. I am a self-taught diviner, an urban diviner. At that, I am doing a reading today. If you noticed the thumbnail and the title of this video, I am doing a reading on what Doja Cat's rollout is going to be like. Is she really going with this whole the heels have eyes, or no, what is it, eyes sewn shut theme for her, not her birthday, but for like her album? Like she's just doing kind of like dark. Is this whole satanic thing that she's playing around with? I'm with the Illuminati, the whole thing of her kind of like being a troll and just messing with people. Is she just trolling? Do she really hate her fans right now for, y'all all bought this pop thing and now I'm about to bust out with the real Doja Cat? Like, where is she? Because like she's been kind of like all over the place. So I thought I would do a reading today on Doja Cat and see what comes up. I will say again, even though you can see it clearly at the bottom of this video, that everything that will be stated in this video is based on other people's opinions, hearsay, rumors, allegations. There'll be my own personal opinions. This is not something you should take seriously or as professional advice or, some kind of insider view, because that's not what this is. This is just simply someone online doing tarot divination. We're just here doing this for entertainment purposes only. This is not something to kind of like bash your favorite artist or hype up your favorite artist. That's not what I'm here for. I'm simply here doing a reading. So yeah, take it for what it is and let's go. If you are new here, get some tea, grab a seat, and enjoy the vibes. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm glad you're here with us again, and I'm going to just get into this reading, huh? So me personally, I really don't care whether or not Doja Cat is doing this for fun or not. I'm not a big fan of hers, like her music, not of her antics. She's very annoying, but I'd like to let her last few albums, whether they were cash grabs or not, welcome. Thank you. You gave us some good music. It was some stuff that I really liked, and you can have my money and I'll shut up now. I'm okay with that. And well, I didn't really spend money on it. I gave you some spins, but I haven't really bought any artist music in a while. Sorry, sad truth. But gave you some spins, and just please ride off into the sunset if that's the case, if you hate it that much. So I don't know if she's kind of like self-sabotaging or if she's just kind of like in this space of like, I just hate all of you, like you're my nerves, and I need to purge some things. Like there's some things on her chest she feel like she needs to get rid of. But neither here nor there. Let's get into this reading and see what is going on with the American rapper, singer, pop artist Doja Cat, and what her current rollout is going to be like for this album, this new project, this new era that she's in. What's going on? Let's tap into her energy here. What, did something flip over? No? Let's kind of just tap into Doja Cat, the American singer, rapper, pop artist, Doja Cat's energy here. I will say this, right now what's coming up is a lot of irritability. I don't know if I should have did her reading today because I've kind of like started off on my own stuff, but let's see. Also have the sun. And then you also have the Ace of Cups. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me. The Five of Discs, clearly in this picture, it's kind of like, do I stay or do I go? Do I hoard or do I not? You know, I've got the bag, I've got the riches, and now it's kind of like, well, how do I spend it? What do I do with it? Can I really enjoy it? The sun is her getting to this point of kind of like for self. She's kind of like, I have to put up boundaries and preserve things for myself. And I don't fault her for that, whether she's a troll or not, of just kind of like, I need to protect my boundaries. You know, whether it's me as the artist, it's me as, you know, individual, is the actual me who was kind of like poor and evolved, and then there's, you know, kind of like the inner child me. um there's a lot of like irritability that's trying to turn into calmness, or like it's more like a come to Jesus kind of thing of like, okay, well, obviously I see a lot of you all don't like me, and I know that could be hard for a Libra to process, because typically people love Libras, you know. They're kind of like, you know, the popular person. People are drawn to them. They're lovable, both inside and out. Their beauty, their you know, a lot of people get enamored kind of like with that Libra energy. But to me, this is kind of like, it seems like Doja's like, okay, well, the charm is kind of like wearing off, and I'm actually starting to see that some people just aren't for me, and I have to kind of come to grips with that. I can't be that people pleaser, you know. There's definitely something about her fame, I think, that is distasteful to her, but she's kind of like, I got the power now. I'm walking in my truth, and I'm gonna do what I want. This Ace of Cups, especially with it being in reverse, it just feels like, yeah, it's kind of like I'm ready to pour all this shit out, and I think that's what this project is. I think it's. I would not be surprised if this. Yeah, I'm hearing like ode to my fans, my haters, the hate watchers, the people that's watching me and want to know every move that I do. And meanwhile, they be behind stage, or, you know, behind the scenes talking shit about me kind of thing, whether it's online or whatever the case may be. I would, you know, this just feels like this whole album, like this energy she in, it is kind of like that Rihanna, that good girl gone bad of like, okay, all y'all was sitting up here laughing at me and my pain of like, you know, when I was assaulted and all this other stuff, and, you know, y'all think I'm supposed to still perform and be nice. No, fuck y'all. Like, I could see her just getting real combative with people online and in her personal life and in her circle, and just like not giving a, like, it just feels like that to me. Like, I would not be surprised she started doing that, you know. And just like not giving a fuck, because people are gonna like her or not. There's still people who's ready to ride or die for Doja Cat right now, despite all of the antics and stuff that she's been doing. Yeah, and then we also have the Malik of Cups here. Did she have some water in her chart or something somewhere? She has the Malik of Cups, and then she also has the Three of Cups as well. So a lot of people kind of putting their two cents into this. Oh, allegedly, it's that Dr. Luke. And then you also have the Malik of Swords as well. Somebody who's like emotionally manipulative, emotionally and mentally manipulative. And I think she just kind of wants to break, because we also see the Four of Swords under here. Allegedly, you know, my own personal opinion, I would not be surprised if Doja Cat comes out and says something about how Dr. Luke has violated her in some way. And it doesn't even have to be on the level of like Kesha, but just kind of like betrayed her trust, kind of made her feel pimped out. It could have just, you know, emotionally made her feel disgusting. I would not be surprised if those some of the, or creatively stifled. Yeah, like, I would not be surprised if she comes out with that. And I think that is a lot of the reason why she has changed so drastically. I would not be surprised if he's kind of like made some things behind the scenes for her, you know, like, yeah, you got me popping, you know, for the public, but behind the scenes, the price that I had to pay for that, or the price that I did pay in order to get here, I don't want it anymore. If I have to still be in your proximity, I still have to deal with this. Like, what's going to happen if this album is even bigger, or, you know, I'm seeing even more as a sex symbol. I think that's kind of like why she got away with, you know, she started like cutting her hair and, you know, changing her diet. I would not be surprised if that was something that was the case. And if it's not him, then I think it was just the male attention that she got in the industry, or, you know, at large, of like men ogling her. I think she found that very disgusting, the way men approached her and treated her. Yeah, I would not be surprised. Tapping into the singer, songwriter, singer, rapper, American pop artist, Doja Cat's energy. Why is this energy coming up for her? Okay, I think that's enough. So we had this first. Oop. That last. And these two were in the middle. So there's definitely a message of like ending, of renewal here. You have the coffin. There could be something here of kind of like, again, especially with the coffin and this stork here, it could be something dealing with like contracts or obligations, legal matters, things like that. But then we also have the woman here in reverse. And notice she's very like dainty and sultry kind of thing. Like, you know, I have to kind of do what I want. And I think she's trying to buck that. To me, it feels like I'm trying to buck that whole imagery of like being this sultry, sexy, femme fatale kind of thing. Like, I can still, you know, make music. I'm still that same artist I was, you know, for, I don't freaking know, what was that, Pink, Hot Pink or something like that. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm myself. Yes, I'm inspired by many others that came before me, but I do not have to embody like the femme fatale look, the sexy girl look, and I can still create art. Also with the whip here, I mean, we got the whip here. I mean, usually the whip speaks to kind of like, I would say like due diligence, do your work, repetition, those kind of things. It can also speak to things of in a sexual manner, but because this is being followed up kind of like, because this is being followed up by the woman in reverse and the message, I think it's kind of like, I'm going to repeatedly drive home a overall understanding that I am not this girl. This girl is not me. Like, at the end of the day, this is a persona, and y'all need to fucking realize that. And then we also have the star, hope in reverse. And then you also have the moon in reverse. And then it's followed. Okay, so it's the star, the moon, the man in reverse, followed by the ring in the upright. She's not, yeah, I'm going to say it. To me, this feels like she is not happy who she signed under. You can take that how you want to. The market, I kind of want to shop around, but I'm not able to because I'm in a deal with a conniving fox, with a conniving person. I'm tied and anchored to him. I wish I could cut him out. I can't. Here goes that legal obligations. I want the freedom. Can't get it. My heart's desires. When am I going to see out of this? Here we go back into that womanhood again. Like, I really hope nothing bad happens with her through all of this. I think there's more going on with her than she's letting on or that people realize. They're kind of just taking it as her praising the Illuminati and all this other stuff, but I think there's something deeper that's going on here in her personal life. It's, you know, something in her personal or her business life is just making her want to throw in the towel. I don't know how else to put it. Something flipped over here. So we have Neptune in the 8th house. Let's see. Can I get one more card, Spirit? Be careful what you wish for. So we have Neptune, dreams, imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, the ideals, the universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, magic. And to me, yes, it does seem like when I think of Neptune, I really think of Pisces as well. I don't know if that's their ruling planet. I'm not sure, but I really think of Pisces and just kind of like being that dreamer, being beyond the brink of what, you know, we can see easily here with our, you know, our physical eyes kind of thing. And to me, I do feel like someone who's okay. This is it's the frustration that I'm getting is like, if any of you have ever played a game, you know when it got to that one level or that boss, it just seemed like you could not beat them. Like no matter what you did, you came back equipped with better weapons. You went and did all the side quests, got the good armor. You know, went back and got all the power ups, like whatever. And it don't matter what you did, even if you came back and you had. Say if you were playing something where it was an online game, a multiplayer game where you can have what they call them, a MPG, and you have all of these people come back and try to help you, and it's like, oh my god, for whatever reason I'm never getting the experience for killing the boss because I died just right before we kill it, and y'all getting it, and I'm frustrated because y'all getting this special armor. All of it's like, that's what the frustration feels like. Like I'm steady going up against the big boss. I'm going up against the big bad. I'm at this level where I just can't quite punch through. I'm not winning. I'm not able to break through no matter what I do, and it's frustrating me. That's kind of like the frustration that I'm picking up on in this reading. It's like, you know, what's another type of frustration this kind of reminds me of? If you're somebody who's like a cook and you're like, I followed the recipe to the effing T, and for whatever reason my cake keeps deflating, my dough doesn't come out as fluffy as when mom did it. Like I'm frustrated because no matter what I do, no matter what I change, it seems like everybody else is getting it easy, or they're like getting by, or people think I have it good and I just can't. The one thing that I want to get right, that I want to happen, is not happening, and I'm frustrated. And it's kind of like you feel like you're steady hitting the wall, hitting the wall, hitting the wall. That's what it feels like. Investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsession, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking, the underworld. It speaks to her kind of being seen as this sex symbol, and she just simply did not like it. She didn't like the attention that came with it. She didn't like the treatment that came with it. And recently we had something where, you know, women, wake up. I need y'all to pay attention. You kind of seen something similar. If you all were looking, it was like blown up everywhere. It was like all over the balls. Where YK Osiris kind of, well, you can say, forced himself on Sukiyana. He kissed her when she did not want to be kissed. She was like, get away from me. And we see what kind of attention it brings to women, unfortunately, because men just seem to not know how to control themselves, or just don't seem to know any better. Like, hey, look around you, read the room, or just hear what I'm saying. I'm saying no. And like everyone's like, you have those in the camp that's kind of like, oh, Sukiyana deserved it because she puts off this persona. I don't care if she was sitting on the table with her legs wide open, playing with herself. If she told him no, it's a no. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they were on some kind of like sexy grown up adult play or anything like that. It wasn't like they were kind of in that kind of relationship where, it would be understandably confusing, I guess. But that's not what was going on. It wasn't like some power play thing, some sexual power play that they were doing. I don't know you. Keep your lips off of me. That's kind of like I feel Doja Cat is like. These men thought I was this and this and this because of a certain body type or a certain persona, a certain look that I was giving off, and you thought I was kind of like this type of girl, and I'm not. And I'm about to shake that up right now. I'm about to let you know right now that's not me. You also have a seat in here with the outlook in reverse, worldview, mission statement, expression, effect, role, mark, attitude, outer self, point of view, body image, aura, likeness, approach, impact, first impressions. She does not like. This reads like I'm having identity crisis issues. Seriously, allegedly, this reads like she's going through like an identity crisis, but not because of something where she doesn't believe that's who she is. I think it's very much she knows who she is, and people have been gaslighting her into telling her that that's not what she is, or trying to make her something that she isn't, kind of thing. And the message that like her label wants to convey and the message she wants to convey is clashing right now. And I say label in the sense of like, it don't even have to be her label, her creative team, whoever it is trying to like help her make money, get out there, her representative, her PR, whatever. They're like, we're sticking with the tried and true. We're not gonna go different. That's too that brings up too much instability and what ifs and curveballs and things coming out the side that we're not prepared for. There's too much you know there's too much expecting the unexpected that comes with that, and we're not ready to spend that. We're not ready to do the hard work. We just want to get pay easy money. Sorry, you're gonna hear my nephew in the background. so so yeah, that's just like what is bringing up for me. I think a lot of her stuff in this one is gonna be, it kind of reminds me of like Eminem's what is that, Curtain Call album, kind of like. I wouldn't be surprised if she has kind of like a song on her album that's something similar to the song Stan, like making fun of her fans, or the people who say they like her and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a song on this album that's kind of like a homage or a reminder, a callback to Stan, Eminem Stan. It kind of gives me like Curtain Call, like I am whatever you say I am, kind of. I don't even know if that was on that same album. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it reminds me of like the angry kind of like Eminem era stuff. Like I feel like she's gonna give a mix of like Eminem meets Kendrick on this kind of thing of like, I hate y'all. I'm gonna say what I want. Y'all still gonna eat this shit up, and I'm gonna go about my business. Like it feels like a purge. And she's like, I don't care. Yeah, a kind of hint of Lauren Hill maybe in this as well. I could see her doing that and just like not giving a fuck, because like now she's at this point. I feel like now she feels she's at this point, and I think a lot of you probably would agree as well. She's at this point in her stardom where no matter if it's antics or not, people are gonna buy it. So it's not really like she's gonna fail. I don't. There may not be as much success behind this album as like her previous ones, because some people just don't get into the whole dark finances and stuff like that. This time around is very different. The last album she put out was kind of like in the middle of the pandemic, where people were starving and looking for those things, and now people are being more choosy. So it may not have as much success, especially since this is her fourth album. Let's see if she's going to break that fourth album curse. I don't know. But yeah, she's definitely headed in a different direction. And I'm actually going to tune in to see where it goes, because it's going to be pretty interesting of what I see in my mind's eye is where this is going. It's definitely going to bring up a lot of conversation for sure. So yeah, with that, let me know if you liked this video by giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe. and hit the notification bell to make sure you see the next time I upload. With that, I thank you all for coming in and watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.